Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the New Crew podcast. Here with me, I have Ruiz C1220.
And SSSupergavin.
So basically, we have our guest star, SSSupergavin. He's going to be heading us off right now with a couple of questions. So what do you got so far?
Well, since I noticed that you like redstone and you're really, really good at it, surprisingly, I wondered where you actually got it from, like where you learned and everything.
As you might know, you might just be a first time viewer. This is going to be the first episode. So if you have not known or anything like that, I guess I'm a big redstoner when it comes to that. I don't really try to put up any videos because I'm really terrible recording, but my audio is pretty good. I have to admit that. But definitely, I got started with redstoning in Minecraft. Well, let me think this. I started in alpha, probably like the beginning around 2 years ago when Minecraft actually started. I saw Classic, of course. I had like this really dinky Dell laptop. Didn't really matter that much.
Same here.
Yeah, I tried to play the Classic version, and then I totally just was like, man, this kind of is boring. Because it was just terrible lag, and you could barely walk or anything. I had no clue how to use the controls or anything. Like, because sometimes you get accustomed to the WASD controls. So I guess that about a couple months later...
That's exactly like my story, but I didn't get good at redstone.
Yeah. So I think a couple months later, I saw Captain Sparkle's video. If you don't know who Captain Sparkle is, he's a really good guy. He's really well known in the community on YouTube. And I saw one of his YouTube videos, and it was a vending machine. And this involved all these things with, I have to say, with the new mine carts and everything, all the booster rails, and it was pretty cool with using redstone. It was really simple. So I was at my cousin's house, and I decided to go ahead and put together one of these things. Of course, I was terrible at Minecraft at the time. But this was like the first thing I'd ever made with redstone. So I had gone ahead and I'd gotten this huge thing of dirt, this huge amount of dirt, and I just made this giant box. And I guess I decided to make that what it was. And I made a bunch of tracks and everything. So I just put it together, and it was a really cool vending machine using the storage mine carts. And it was with a push of a button, you could send it off, or you could pick any other one, and they all went back to the same places, and you could refill them really easily. I mean, of course, it was made out of dirt, and it was extremely ugly. Later on, I got into the whole mushroom farm deal, because remember, back in the day when mushrooms, they used to spread like crazy, like it was a type of virus or something. I always found that the best thing ever. So, do you guys remember that? You guys weren't probably playing at that time, but yeah. So, yeah, then I started getting into mushroom farms. What is that clicking noise? Is someone playing Minecraft in the background? I think I caught someone red-handed. So, anyways, I got this whole mushroom farm together, and it worked pretty good because the mushrooms would grow really fast. You press a button, the water gets released from a piston. It was really simple. And then from there, I guess I got really crazy with it. So yeah. Okay, you have any? Cesar, do you want to talk about this thing that you've been going on about, the SCP Foundation?
Yes, the SCP Foundation. Well, as many of you are aware, well, first let's start off with something. The SCP Foundation, canonically, is a group dedicated to collecting, cataloging, and storing anomalous items, or artifacts, or humans even. Basically, it's a fictional group that collects some strange artifacts that, like, basically screw around with the laws of reality, laws of physics, and etc. and etc.
So of course it's not real.
In real life, of course, it's not real. It's just a website, a wiki, hosted on wiki.com, that is a collaborative effort that they basically write creepypasta stories. Really, they basically just write fictional stories, or articles, as I prefer to call them, that detail the nature, containment procedures, and other things about these objects.
So basically, let me give you an example. If you've ever seen of the game SCP Containment Breach, and you play with SCP, what is it?
Basically, first of all, the website has become so popular that multiple indie games have been made about it. Most famously, SCP Containment Breach, where you play as one of the D-Class personnel, or disposable personnel, which are basically used in all sorts of inhumane testing. and you are being there is a site-wide containment breach occurring in the facility you're housed in, and the main antagonist of the game is SCP-173, or as it goes by its nickname, the Sculpture.
Let me give it a little rundown. So basically, SCP-173, it's like this little stubby arm thing, and it's in its room. And when you look at it, it won't move. But when the second you blink or turn away, it will run extremely fast all around, and it'll snap your neck instantly. It's pretty creepy.
Somewhat like the Winged Angels from Doctor Who.
Oh God.
Except SCP-173 came a couple months before the episode Don't Blink.
You guys are using too big words for my brain.
So what do you want to talk about, Gavin?
I have no idea, really. I mean...
You got any more questions
There's some
for us?
other questions I thought about, but... I mean, this pretty first episode, I think we should take
things slow?
Take it low.
So, basically we're going to be talking about all sorts of gaming, internet things that have been going on. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about, the new YouTube layout, what they're trying to do. People are going crazy over it. Have you seen that? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, all these people, I guess they're like banding together because they hate how YouTube, they're making terrible layouts. I'm looking at it right now. I guess I'll put up like a little screenshot of it.
Did you know pit bulls are banned in Miami?
Yes, we all knew that. You know that in Wisconsin, you're not allowed to hide on top of a fridge and it's illegal?
What?
In Wisconsin.
Fridge. I saw that post on Imgur already.
Oh, no, it's actually a real thing. There's like, I don't know, I have a book and it's of the weirdest laws, the most wackiest laws. It's really weird. Yeah. So, I have another question, Gavin.
Let's see. Where did you get your name, FlyBoyJZ?
Okay, so I guess that I'm like one of those people, and if you don't know what a flyboy is, it's basically like a pilot, like a young pilot. So I've always wanted to fly planes and helicopters in my life. I definitely do know how to somewhat fly a helicopter. Terrible.
What?
Don't ask.
Where did he receive that training?
Huh? Oh, it's like these bunch of my one of my, I think. I think I went on a helicopter ride one time, and I got to fly it. It was really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like put in the second seat. I think it was one of my parents' friends. I don't know. It was pretty cool. So, anyways, so I've always wanted to be a pilot, so that's called Flyboy. And then some other confidential things that make up my name, which would, and then I guess JZ. That's where it comes from. So FlyBoyJZ.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's basically it. Yeah. So that's how that happened. How did you get your name?
What?
How did you get your name, Cesar?
Oh, it's not very creative. It's basically just the first part of my email.
What about you, Gavin?
Okay, so mine wasn't the greatest. When I was real little, like little, my parents would always call me like SSSupergavin, and then this isn't really supposed to stand for anything. You would think they do, but they don't. Like, it's just SSSupergavin, like kind of like a creeper.
Yeah.
Almost, but SSSupergavin. It's kind of like
over there.
It's SSSupergavin here, whatever. Yeah.
So
it's pretty epic.
that's pretty funny. Yeah. So, got any more questions?
Not really. I mean, let's see. Have you ever made an adventure map or are planning to make one?
Oh, yes, definitely. I guess that, Gavin's whole thing is he's a cheese, right?
Yes, I'm a cheese.
You're a big block of cheese. I guess that's basically sponge in Minecraft, but everyone likes to call it cheese around here, around these parts. So I guess that with the new Redstone update coming out, I guess that goes into our next topic. There is lots of different things that have been going on with the Redstone update, which is pretty cool.
I know, I can't wait.
Oh my goodness. So basically what we're just planning on doing is that because of all these things, with the Redstone update, I'm planning on making like this thing called Cheese War. It's basically different classes with all these cool different things of cheese and stuff, and you can level up by you'll get
that sounds cool.
By killing people, you get levels, and you can use those levels to spend things on the store and get better armor. And basically, your main weapon is a cheese. is a piece of cheese, and
yeah.
Yeah.
And I've heard that you're gonna make a texture pack that goes on.
Yes,
with it.
I am. I'm actually thinking just arrows would be really cool, like the tip of an arrow just to be like a block of cheese. You have to admit that's pretty cool.
You know, they should add what they call like elemental arrows, kind of like that. So
They already have a button at the elemental arrows.
Yeah, but they can like craft TNT on top of an arrow and it blows up or something like that.
I think it'd be like
a
lesser
poison.
than, like not as big of an explosion as TNT. I'm kind of thinking like poison arrows. That'd be the coolest thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Or like just ones that go faster, or they're invisible arrows, stuff like that. That'd be really cool.
That would be pretty interesting. Going into that, I'm thinking that with the new what are they called? I think they're the hoppers. Those are pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The first thing
I've also heard that there's a website on Minecraft's forums or something. I'm not sure somewhere, but you can actually. They give you like a little test of Minecraft, sort of, and they ask you like, how do you like the game, and if you can add, if we added something in the Minecraft game, what would it be? But it can't be like a whole big mod like the Tale of Kingdoms mod or whatever, something like that. Just like a simple mod that would make it a lot better.
Yeah, you remember how people like back then they were always
Pistons originally were a mod.
Yeah.
And flower pots.
Oh yeah.
That was like one of the biggest
I remember
things.
that. People have always wanted flower pots. But...
Always.
And they still use the other design with the grass and the trapdoors and the flower top.
How about how do you guys feel about the whole pane glass thing? Because that's something controversial right now. Everyone's like talking about getting like stained glass for your big cathedral builds.
I mean, it's a pretty good thing to add. I mean, I don't really mind it.
Okay. What do you think, Cesar?
I actually like stained glass. I'm not much of a builder in Minecraft, but it'll be good in adventure maps or downloadable custom maps and etc.
Something I've been always thinking about, like, you can make obsidian. In the old days, people would make glass out of obsidian. They would cook it. But in Minecraft, you make sand out of obsidian. So I was thinking maybe you can make like a special kind of glass. You know how the normal Minecraft glass? Yeah.
You realize that obsidian is actually volcanic glass.
Yeah.
So it's very fragile. I wonder why it has.
But it's extremely sharp.
I know. It's like, in Minecraft, it's like,
It's like you need diamonds to get obsidian, but in reality, you could just.
I know, you could just pick it up with your hand.
You can like get a small rock and shatter it easily.
But I guess you can like cut through stuff so easily, like better than a what do they call it with the ninjas they have? What are those really long swords that they have? It's like
it starts with a K, right?
Katana, that's it.
Yeah, something like that.
Katana. Yeah, I guess like people can slice through stuff really easily. Like if you had an actual pig, right? Like a pig hanging from the ceiling, you could cut that in half, right through the bones and everything. But obsidian, it's probably like even better. But then again, it cuts through stuff really easy, but it's terrible tensile strength as in bending. It'll just shatter into like a million pieces. That's why I was wondering about that. So, with the new comparators, there's something that people have found out is that anything with an inventory, like a chest or like, I don't know, anything with an inventory, especially the new music discs, you can put a comparator out of that and it'll give a redstone signal. I found that really neat.
That's cool. I've heard that you can make like comparators out of just repeaters but with no ticks. So that's something. I think it was either a bug or they still have it.
No, they changed it. It's a repeater. I mean, a comparator is the same as one tick. So they thought that you could make instant wire the first part.
That would have been really cool. I saw Sepling do like a crazy. He was like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome."
Yeah, that was pretty interesting on that part.
So I think it's about time to end off the video here, if I say so myself.
I think so too. Well, say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Peace out, guys. See you next time.